Something many people take for granted, being able to have a meal of their choice. It's no secret thousands of homeless people struggle to get a hot meal daily. Andres Aguilar introduces us to a Lafayette man determined to give those in need more than just food for their bodies. A dress budget is no longer a worry for girls at Northwest High School. The second annual prom dress giveaway is a Cinderella experience. This is a sound that can save your life. The Opelousas Fire Department is making sure that in the event of a fire, you're prepared. As the online media outlet grows, is there still a place for print? Social media networks like Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook are becoming increasingly popular among millennials. But when does sharing too much information on devices like this become dangerous? The Evangeline Thruway Walmart will officially close its doors on March 29th. Traffic at the store is at an all-time high. Hey there, Acadiana. I'm Lauryn Jones. Coming up on Acadiana at Your Service, we have stories showcasing how public figures go above and beyond their duty to help others. It's an officer's job to respond to everyday emergencies, but one Lafayette Parish police officer shows us what it truly means to take a step beyond the badge. Spring is in full effect. A Lafayette pub owner is doing what she can to give back this season by hosting an Easter basket giveaway, but Easter isn't the only holiday she chooses to make a difference. Perseverance paid off for this high school basketball coach. No obstacle went untamed as she led her team to this year's championship victory. Join us for the Acadiana at Your Service newscast and learn more about how the individuals in these stories are leaving a lasting impact on the community.
The barbershop is fun. It's my favorite place to be. I spend most of my time here. Average day, I deal with like at least about 10 to 15 customers.
Before Damian Mitchell could express his love for barbering, he was a child struggling to find his place in life.
I was hooked on the fast life at an early age.
Raised by his paternal grandmother, with occasional visits to his mother and her family, he noticed a difference in each lifestyle very early.
I started hustling at about 14 years old, right after, it was like a couple of months before my big brother got killed.
He says tragedy at such a young age caused him to make a series of bad decisions.
All of the good stuff that I learned from my grandmother, the books and all that stuff went out the window because I was more attracted to what my grandfather had. He had, the money and the prestige and stuff like that.
And not only did he lose the person he most admired, he bared witness to it.
After I saw him dead on the ground when I was, 14, that right there changed my life brought it to another level. I started to drink a lot. And from that moment on right there, like my life it was spiraling down.
The spiral, despite landing Mitchell behind bars several times, seemed to equal little consequences and almost no effect.
I made a joke when I was in jail. I told the officer, I said, I'll be out of here before the ink dry.
And Mitchell was right. He remained in custody for only 4 hours. Too intoxicated to drive, just 5 years ago, Damian Mitchell fell asleep at this red light. The St. John the Baptist Parish Police Department arrested Mitchell for the 3rd time, but he couldn't have predicted that this last arrest would change his life forever.
I was facing 5 years in prison because of drinking, and it was like too easy not to fix that. So that was my wake-up call right there.
After participating in a court-ordered diversion program, Mitchell is sober and thrives with a new name as Starface the Barber.
This is my favorite product right here. It's called Aunt Jackie's Don't Shrink Curl Activator. I like working with my hands and different people. I consider myself a people person.
Just like he changes their look one cut at a time. For Acadiana News 1, I'm Lauryn Jones. A dress budget is no longer a worry for girls at Northwest High School. The second annual prom dress giveaway is a Cinderella experience.
You get to see everybody trying on different dresses and everybody has a different body type.
Emily Swallow is one of several students volunteering as a shopping assistant, helping her classmates get a red carpet free prom dress. While the students search through the band room converted into a showroom, Vice Principal Markina Jackson says this is a lesson in self-esteem and team support.
They come together, they're helping each other try on clothes, they're cheering each other on, telling each other how good they look.
This is usually where you hear the sounds of music, But today, horns and drums were replaced with juniors and seniors, like Jayla Bell, searching and finding the prom picture-perfect statement.
Last year, I had a nice dress, but it wasn't really altered or my exact size. So with the dresses that I have, I feel like I would be able to, actually have fun and, be confident in taking more pictures and everything.
Belle and her friends are free to shop here in a room of at least 100 gowns in several sizes, shapes, and colors. Vice Principal Jackson loves seeing the girls trade shopping tips and compliments while finding the perfect fit.
This is a day for like sisterhood and camaraderie.
Another bonus, the dress giveaway answered a problem some students quietly face.
There are a lot of students who have the need and may not even go to prom if they wouldn't have an opportunity like this.
UL Lafayette students, for the second year, donated all the dresses. Just before 2 a.m., Opelousas firefighters arrived on the scene of a house fire in the 2000 block of Jake Drive.
They had heavy fire coming through the roof. When they made entry and extinguished the fire, they did what they call primary search and found an elderly woman that was still in her bed, and she seemed to be deceased.
70-year-old Patricia Prather died in her home March 10th. Firefighters didn't hear any smoke alarms upon arrival. According
to autopsy reports that we did receive, smoke inhalation was a factor of death causing cardiac arrest. So definitely, it's not having a smoke alarm was a contributing factor.
This is a sound that can save your life. The Opelousas Fire Department is making sure that in the event of a fire, you're prepared.
Like your local fire department, tell them you don't have a smoke alarm, and that department's going to come in free of charge. They're going to install it.
Chief Mason says the alarm is only a part of the escape drill.
Set the alarm off, get the family together, have a meeting place outside, so if you hear the alarm in the early stages, you're going to be able to get out that door.
Devin Francis is a homeowner who says he takes precautionary measures such as smoke alarms to protect his family.
I think it's very important because a lot of people don't know fire safety, and the alarm's like a secondary barrier for that.
Social media networks like Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook are becoming increasingly popular among millennials. But when does sharing too much information on devices like this become dangerous? According to recent FBI stats, there are 750,000 predators online daily. Trooper Thomas Gosson says users are making their lives too easily accessible.
These predators are constantly searching, so as soon as they give them any type of information into their life, they're going to try to use that and manipulate them into coaxing them into trusting them.
People want to utilize social media to update their followers, but sometimes that information may be safer if left private.
People that overshare their schedules, where they go to school, where they live, the things they do day to day, so where a predator can actually track them down.
Katie Tillis says location sharing is the exact reason she no longer has any social media.
Snapchat has like the maps, and you can like see where everyone is at all times.
Privacy is becoming less of a concern for younger generations. Because of this, predators are finding more ways to catfish.
You may meet them online and think they're your age. Most of the time, as a predator, they're not going to be honest about who they are and what their intentions are a lot of the time.
Snapchat user Chastity Manning isn't as trusting with her accounts.
I have my ghost filter off. I don't want anybody to know where I'm at. Friends and all, if you need to know where I'm at, you can call me.
Trooper Gosson suggests you can never be too careful.
Keep your guard up, especially on social media.
For Acadiana News 1, I'm Lauryn Jones with photojournalist Kayla Thomas.